Hello, I'm Ros, and I'm one of the members of the research support team in the library. The ways in which we can help with your research are summarised on some web pages, which you can reach by putting in research support from the University of Kent web pages. But I'm going to highlight three things that I think would be most relevant to you as new members of academic staff. The first is to obtain an ORCID identifier, which is a unique, persistent digital identifier for you as an academic researcher. It stays with you throughout your academic career, and it's really useful if you change your name for any reason and for distinguishing you from another researcher with a similar name. You may already have an ORCID, but if you don't, there's instructions about how to get one here. And if you do have an ORCID already, please could you take a few moments to link it to the University of Kent. Instructions are here, and then your ORCID will appear in your summary Kent IT account, and it will appear in your entries in the Kent Academic Repository and in HR systems. Secondly, we advise you to add your records to the Kent Academic Repository. The Kent Academic Repository is our institutional repository, and as it says here, it provides an official record of research works, it preserves your works digitally, and it manages open access. It's particularly relevant for you right now because it's also the system that feeds the publication section of your staff profiles on your school web pages. It's used as a source for our ref return, and it's mandatory for academic staff promotions. So if you could please have a go at adding your entries to CAR yourself to start off with. There's lots of guidance and instructions here. You can add them manually, you can add them individually using DOIs, or you can do imports of multiple publications from your from your previous institution's repository or from a database like Scopus or Web of Science. You'll then need to add a bit more information such as your Kent email address and your Kent school. Going forwards, when you have an article or a conference proceeding accepted for publication, we have an assisted deposit service. You can send your author's accepted manuscript to us, and we will add it to CAR for you and make sure all the information concerning embargoes, publisher requirements and funder requirements are met. Thirdly, when you've settled into Kent and you're starting to do some applications for research grants, do bear in mind that we can help you compile a data management plan and help you look after your research data. We have templates here for all the major funders which have specific University of Kent advice, and if you emailed them to us giving us plenty of time before your call deadline, we can help you get your data management plan into good a shape as possible. All the links are summarised in the Moodle module at the bottom.